it's also here in the US. So this organization, future missions, will not necessarily be in Kenya. Some of them will also be here. And in Kenya, I also want to make it clear that this organization will serve all communities in Kenya that we have. We started with one that we will be heading to next month, but you are welcome to partner with us in your communities where you came from. If you know they're in need, let us know, partner with us, find ways on how we can help those communities, and together we will change the communities and give back to where we came from. That's what I just wanted to mention before even I get started here. So, as you've seen here, I didn't want to go into a lot of detail, but if you see at the logo of Father Gerasamos, if you look at the details there, like I said, it's a community. You see the hands, and also you see families. You also see healthcare, you also see housing, you also see food, and all that. Our mission is to serve the communities that are lacking in those areas and give them a dignified life. So if you look at that logo, please, it reminds you of the umbrella of areas that this mission will focus in. But again, they are more than that. So why do we gather here? And as you all know, the foundation name is Father Gerasamos, and it's just not a name. It's because we are standing on the shoulder of a true giant in, I don't know if I can say that one, I would say Reverend Proto. Who can help me say that? Proto Presbyter. All right, thank you. So, Father Gerasamos Gishumi Gure, who happened to be Sister Mary's dad, really inspires the work that we plan to continue working in. So he served many communities in Kenya, and he did that with compassion, with faith, and genuine love. And we know that because those who work with Father Gerasamos will attest to his giving. He was truly a servant, Reverend Father of the Orthodox Church. He gave it all to make the community that he served be better. So it's a reminder for us that we need to continue his legacy, and to do that, we will strengthen this community in health, like I said earlier, hope of a better tomorrow, and also the spiritual support through missions in Kenya and beyond. So Kenya is just one place where we plan to serve, like I said, also within our community for years to come. Through the support of all of you here and others, we also serve the communities where we live. If this Michigan here is our home, this foundation will also look for opportunities to help. So, who is Father Gerasamos? For those who don't know, Father Gerasamos was born in 1940s in Kenya. He embraced Orthodox Christian faith in 1952. He was ordained as a priest, as you saw there, and he devoted 33 years of serving God's people. He's founded health centers in Kenya, and we hope one of our legacy here is to complete some of those health centers that he had dreamed of accomplishing. So we will get there at some point. Telling to add also, he's formed many churches in Kenya. Again, this foundation covers all denominations. So again, just a reminder that it's not only for Orthodox, but also communities where there's need. We will work to help them. So what's our mission? And again, I'm repeating this because, again, this is who we are. We want to serve with compassion, just like Father Gerasamos, also with the genuine love that Father Gerasamos himself saw through service to the people, and building communities. And to do this, we'll partner with local churches and also local communities in Kenya and elsewhere to meet their practical needs, especially in healthcare, wellness, and education. So we do understand the vicious cycle of those communities where if you help is a good thing, but I just say one there. You give people the fish or you teach them how to fish. We are looking at enabling this community to be more sustainable. And to do that, we are looking at education as a foundation of removing those communities from the continuous cycle of poverty. Because if you can enable the kids to get quality education and opportunities even abroad, if one of us is blessed to support these kids or follow them, that's kind of how we are looking at it. We are looking at it holistically in that not just give, but find ways of removing this community from the vicious cycle of poverty. And we will require your ideas. We will need your ideas. If you have any ideas, join us and make it happen. We just don't want to give, we will, but also we are looking at opportunity of empowering those communities to be self-reliant and sustainable for years to come. So that's why we see education is a foundation of all that. But of course, health is, because if these communities are not aware of maybe the screenings and also access to healthcare, again, health is important for the parents and also the kids, but most of the kids is really where we are looking at a path of removing them from the continuous vicious cycle that leads to those communities to struggle in the areas that are important for human dignity. So your support, and this is one of the support by attending this dinner, truly enabled us to get to do this to the communities. So this is not a one-off. We hope to partner with you for years to come, because the mission that we have today is just one among many. And like I said earlier, today it's this community which became aware of their struggles, and in December we went there. We had a chance to go and look for ourselves if indeed this community requires immediate attention. We don't know anybody in that community. We just learned from another team of missionaries that had gone there, and they realized that community really needed help. So we went to scout, myself, Joe, and others, just out of our own schedule to go check if indeed that community requires our attention. And indeed what we saw from the kids, from the community at large, they really need our help. So your support today will enable the first trip, and we look forward to partnering with you for years to come, and also you coming on board to travel like a volunteer, and also facilitate in any way that God has allowed you to do. So we welcome you to work with us as we continue to grow this mission that Father Gerasamos initiated. So that is the upcoming mission. I won't talk much about it because I've already said a lot. So included there is going to be a one-day medical camp, and the location is shown there. And actually today when I was talking to Constantino, he showed me the picture of the church. I had not seen the church myself, because when we visited we didn't go to the church. And I actually saw, even from the church that he showed me, you can tell that community, even where they are worshiping today. It's not part of what we are working on today, but they are really in need. You can tell that from even looking at the church that they are worshiping today. So, and this one, again, there will be, as you shown here, the health screening, there will be consultations, we will have doctors volunteers. We have a few doctors who are volunteer from Kenya that will also help us. And if those that need medication, there will be doctors and clinicians on site to help us be able, if they need medicine, we'll find a way to help those that communities. So again, that trip is next month, and thank you for the support of today and beyond. Even at the end of today, this is not the end of it. Continue giving because the needs continue, and also we'll be planning for the next mission next year. So we will have kind of more details on that in the next section where we'll give an update where we are with this current mission, what was our budget, and what's the deficit we have. So continue giving if you can. So what does the funds that we receive through this and through the donation, this is just an example here. For this immediate trip, so there will be medical supplies that are shown there. Again, we may have also to give a small stipend to the local doctors that offers to support our mission. Very small amount. Actually, many of them are willing to work for free. But again, some are traveling from different parts of the country. So your money will go towards, or your support will go towards all that. But again, as the mission is broad, as you showed earlier, future missions may be directed to kids, school, and again, you'll learn about that as we get to those missions in the future. So how can you help again tonight and beyond? I mentioned that. Donations are welcome. You can also donate your time, your expertise to help us today and in the future. But again, if you're led to give, we share that website there. And please, you have to use the HTTPS because that's how it's been configured. If you just write www.fg.gerasamos.foundation.org, it may give you a a website link that's not working, but if you put the HTTPS, it should work. So when you're searching, please make sure you do that. That is the QR code. If you like to give, can someone volunteer to tell me if they can scan that and if it's working? And as you're at it, maybe you can also add. No, yeah, what I'm saying. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you can be able to scan that QR code. It's working? It's working? Okay, so that's a 1-2 check. All right. When you are led to give, please do so, and we will appreciate. So again, you can give us one time, you can become a recurring partner, and also you can find many options of how you can help this foundation. Thank you. Today, I will also thank supporters of this foundation, sponsors, and I will start by thanking all of you for what you have done. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you all for being here tonight and for all the support that you have offered this foundation. Even this inaugural dinner, thank you for finding time, and may God bless you for all that you have done to Father Gerasamos Foundation. And may we continue building this foundation to help the communities that all of us here know. If you're talking about Kenya, all of us there, if you look back, there is those communities that gave so much to us, and we can't forget now and beyond of not remembering those communities, because if you go back, you see those communities. Many of us may also remember maybe days where there were those communities. So let's give back and support those communities to overcome the challenges that they've continued to face years after years. So, and with all the help, again, it helps us serve the families that I mentioned, the communities that are in challenging situation so that they can live with the dignity and the care they deserve. So, just for those who don't know, this foundation is a 501c3, so it follows the laws of the US, Michigan, non-profit organization. So all your donations are tax deductible. They are, so you just need to be aware. And the current leadership board is led by Mr. Joseph Ngumo, who is the president. Can you wave to the... And then the secretary is Eva Newton. The treasurer is John Haley. And the board of directors, Mrs. Mary Haley. Dr. Jane Ngumo is a board member. Myself, I'm a board member. And there is Joyce Mongo, who is not with us. She's in Kenya, who is also a board member. So, again, the organization is structured, like I said, a 501c3, so we do follow all the state and federal regulations that pertains to an organization like this. So, with that, I would like to thank you for helping us continue the legacy of Father Gerasamos. Asante.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you for that information. If I would come to the foundation name, Father Gerasamos, I consider Father Gerasamos as a Paul of those days in Kenya. He went to so many towns, starting churches all over Nakuru. Even in Gitare, where we are going, there is land that he donated to the community. And actually, that is one of the future plans that we are trying to see if we can set up a clinic for the people of Gitare who get medical treatment once a month by a mobile clinic. In Nakuru, he set up so many churches and he has so much that he did over there. So, Father Gerasamos Foundation, the name of it, when we sat down, we say we have to try and honor someone who has done a lot to our community, and that's why we picked up the Father Gerasamos. But Father Gerasamos Foundation is just a vehicle. It's a vehicle for us to try and reach to those people who are disadvantaged. Those who come from Kenya, we know our background, we know we came from villages. And sometimes you work hard and to achieve something, and you work really hard, and at one point you go and you are successful in whatever you are doing. And you achieve what you are looking for. And you start telling yourself, this is because I worked hard. But when you look back and you see those who you are working hard with, there are some who work harder than you, but they did not achieve what you achieved. And that's when you look back and you say, oh, there must have been an intervention. God must have been there, because there are people who worked harder than me, but they did not achieve what I achieved. The reason why I'm saying this is because we are here in America. We have our people back home. You can say, oh, I applied for a green card 200 times and it's because of that I won and I came over here. Oh, I applied to this school and I was smart, that's why they picked me up and all that. You can give all the reasons you want to give yourselves, but I tell you what, there is God's intervention. You are blessed, you are picked up from that village and brought here. And when I say here, I say land of plenty. When you flash back and you look back home, and you remember those times when you were in the village, when even at times when there was drought, you didn't know whether you're going to eat. That is when you sit down and say, oh, I think I'm blessed. Although I don't have everything that other people have around me, I think I have more than the people who we used to work hard together with. It is for this reason that we came together to try and see how we can also give back as a show or as a appreciation of God's blessings for us who are here. And before I carry on, I want to invite Mr. Costantino, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, and Emily. Just a small, yes, you will, yes, yes, you will give a speech. Maybe a minute, but
Kenyan
but yes, in Swahili. Now, the reason why I wanna, we have special guests here, and the reason why I'm trying to, just have them say hi and say something, is because they helped Mary establish and build a church at one of the lands that was left behind or was donated by Father Gerasamos in Gesha. There are people, they have also been to Gitari. So now you can imagine them, they are from here. They don't know where Gitari is or what they go through, but they offer to travel to go, number one, see what they helped Mary build, and also see how those communities do. So it's just, maybe you can just say hi, and maybe your experience, Constantino and Emily, just maybe 30 seconds, a minute.
Sure we can. I don't remember it all. She wants me to speak
Swahili.
I don't know if I can remember it all. Jina langu ni Constantinos. Huyu wangu ni Emily. But I had a really good speech because I was learning to speak really fast. It was easy for me. We were fortunate to be in the company of Mary's nephew, Father Emmanuel, who was the previous priest at St. Stephen. And we met Mary through Father Paul, the priest at St. Nicholas, where she was going to her parish. And we heard the story of the incredible life of Father Gerasamos and his final resting place, which was this church. And we saw video of the church, looked like it was crumbling down, ready to fall on the ground. So we decided to join her on this mission and do a fundraiser at a restaurant. We had about 80 to 100 people. At the time, we had a lot of people volunteer. I took 100% of the donation and sent it all to Kenya, paid for the food, paid for the tip. I didn't want $1. I just wanted to see that church go up. And through the grace of God, it got done. Everything we wanted to achieve happened, and we went with Mary to actually see the fruits of everyone's labor and to see that this special place, which is also her father's resting place, which was a church that was very close to her heart, was actually constructed and finished, and we got to rejoice in that moment. And it was a really special time for everyone. So if you asked me 2 years ago if I would be going to Kenya and doing fundraisers to rebuild churches, it was never in my head. I'm a restaurant owner. But through this big heart here, when Father Paul called and heard Mary's cry, we jumped on board, and I think it was a great thing for the community, and it was a great thing for us to see, and it's just expanded and rolled out since there. So we're really proud to be here with Mary and John and the family, and it was our pleasure to visit Kenya and to follow the footsteps of her father, who had this incredible legacy that we heard about, but seeing it was something you really couldn't put into words until you went from church to church and community to community, and you could see the effects of what he did and what a giant the words I'm looking for. What a giant benefit it was to all those communities to actually go, as a priest, he went, from what I was told, knocking on door-to-doors, bringing people to the faith, establishing those communities, seeing that medical center where people go there. So it was really something special to see all that come together and to walk where he walked and see these little wood shack huts that none of us would want to sleep in. But he actually traveled on foot to those places and did some really beautiful missionary work for God that I don't know if any of us could follow in those same footsteps, but it was truly inspiring. And we were really humbled to be there and happy to be there to see that. And he was a very special person, even though I never met him, but seeing what he did really was profound. And so thank you for having us tonight. Thank you for letting us join you. And you might see these two Muzungu end up in Kenya again sometime soon. Thank you.
Hey, Emily, you know, you told him that he has to speak in Swahili.
Yes.
So you have to do the same thing.
I don't know any Spanish. But I just want to say something really quick.
It was my first time in Kenya, and I want to say your culture, your country, your villages, every place that your generations and ancestors have come, it's incredible. I love Kenya. I love the people, the generosity, the humbleness, and you guys should all be so proud to be Kenyans. And I hope and pray that your children, your grandchildren, that you will be able to, I know financially it's hard, but if you can ever get them to go back and see your roots and where they're from, because it's something incredible, and you guys should all be proud to be who you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Constantino and Emily, for your big heart and for loving Kenya. Thank you so much. You are part of our family. Karibuni sana. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's such kind of work that touches me, that someone can do so much to try and help the community he does not belong to. And I know all of you, and especially the Kenyans, are here because you have your community. You had other things you would have done, you had a better money use for your money, but because you have your community, you want to give back, that's why you are here. Then on Kenyans, we really appreciate that you have come to partner with us, try and help our people. And maybe we need to give a clap for all those who are here who are not Kenyans. Just a small clap. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, like I said, every time you donate to Father Gerasamos, you become part of our family. You become part of Father Gerasamos. And we are all called to try and help those people who are not as advantaged or blessed like we are. And every time I think about back home, how the suffering, what I've seen people, how I've seen people suffer, I feel like I should even give more. There's a separate program I run for Christmas dinners for the less fortunate. And I just want to talk about this one case so that at least you can see, or you can refresh or remember how back home is. Last December, one of the beneficiary of the dinners was a mother, a woman who had a son who was unemployed. And this lady had cancer, stage 4, and no any other relative, and the son was unemployed. This I was told after. Anyway, the person we use who go distribute the food went and, of course we gather information as to who we should help, just like we gathered information about Gitare. And I was told that, one of the lady who we gave Christmas dinner or Christmas shopping passed away. I say, what do you mean? Yeah, this lady was a single mother with a son who was unemployed, stage 4 cancer. So this is a lady who did not even have, leave alone treatment. Treatment was not even an issue. She never even about treatment. That was way too far. Every day she worried about something to eat. Not about chemo or whatever. No, that was not even within her reach or her whatever. It's what am I going to eat tomorrow? She cannot want, the son cannot want. So these are kind of things that we are talking about. And although this is not the exact case with Gitare, it's a similar story with Gitare. Gitare area, because we visited last December, is where those people who are affected by political crashes, almost like about maybe 7-10 years ago. They were supposed to be resettled in land that was bought in Gitare, but that land was sold and they were told to vacate by the person who bought the land. And they had nowhere to go, so they became laborers in the community around them. So these are people who do not own land. They are just laborers and they depend on agricultural, because the area is agricultural land. So they depend on if they're going to get somewhere to go work tomorrow or the following day. And remember, farming in Kenya is seasonal. You know, most of their kids have dropped out of school because they have to go work with the parents to try and provide themselves with food. This is a community that we chose to start our mission with. And like I said, the mission is planned for 20th of June. We had a target of raising 28,000 to take care of the items that Ken talked about. And through your support, we have been able to raise so far 5,400 out of the 28,000. So we are way short of our target. The directors who are traveling, 5 directors are traveling for this mission. They have paid their own tickets from their own pockets. And all we are asking for from the community as of now is, can you help us at least increase the amount that we have raised so that we can cover more. Besides the medical screenings, we want to go and survey the schools, see how we can be able to motivate and how we can be able to make those children who don't go to school go back to school. So that's also our mission. In future, we also want to see if we can do a small clinic for them in the land that Father Gerasamos donated. So that is why we are here. And remember, Gitare is just one of the locations. None of us come from Gitare, but we chose Gitare because we saw the need that those people have. In future, if you know of any community that is suffering like the people, the community of Gitare, get in touch with us. We are open to go and serve anywhere in Kenya and in the US and elsewhere whereby God will send us. So for now, like I said, we are short of our goal. I just want to give everybody who is here a chance to see if they can be able to pledge more. We appreciate your support for coming for this, and we know there are some people who gave more than the dinner ticket. If you are blessed, and we know you are blessed, but if you have something that you can spare for the people of Gitare and future missions, because even if we raised more than our target, that money will still go to future missions. Our target is to do 2 missions in Kenya, one where we travel and one where we use the people in Kenya, so that we don't have to, the ticket money can also be used to serve the people. That's our future target. So in future, like from next year, and actually next year when we plan to travel ahead of time, we'll let all of you know, you are friends of Father Gerasamos, so that if you want to go with us, you can also get a chance of traveling with us and going to see what we are doing and also seeing how you can also be able to give back to the community. And like I say, we are a blessed community. We are blessed that you don't have to think about food. You don't have to think about shelter. All of us, we are driving. I mean, we are a blessed community. And even $10 means a lot in our country. And I think you know that because you've been there. Whatever little money you can give, it will go a long way to touch a family in Kenya. If you are blessed, become a donor. If you are blessed, even 10,000, 20,000, whatever you can, all this money is accounted for and it will go directly. We don't have any middleman or whatever, it go directly to the people. So in that connection, I just want to give all of you a chance to maybe either pledge. If you are blessed, you want to do more than the dinner that we had today. And so I just want to give everybody a chance to see, are you able to donate or add something else or pledge? You don't have to give it now. Once you pledge, we still have until the 20th. Also too, you can pledge and maybe even after the 20th, because we also have another mission coming next year. So I want to give this chance to everybody, every one of you. Let's see who can be able to, if you're able to make a donation, let us know, and Ken will give, will record your pledges. So we just want to encourage you, and we want to request you that let's partner together. Let's see how we can bless the people back home. So I want to leave this, I want to give this chance to anybody who want to either say something about our mission, or anyone who want to join us. It's not late yet. Who want to join us, you are very much welcome. So if anyone want to say anything about the donation or maybe pledge something, maybe you can let us know. So this is the time for that. And I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna put music for a few minutes, and I'm gonna give a chance for anyone who want to donate. Please seek and.
Before you put the music, I will put something bad in your part that I want to kind of like release it.
And this is Mr. Kimando. Mr. Kimando qualifies, or actually he's my brother and he's my dad. I don't know how that works. He's a blessed man and an elder in the Kenyan community in Michigan. Karibu.
Thank you so much, Joe. And Mary, thank you again for having us here again. This is my second time attending this function. And now more than ever, I feel blessed that I'm part of it. When you hear of this mission work in Kenya, it goes beyond even what probably I've never imagined. Mission work in Kenya, since missionaries started coming to Kenya, has always benefited, whether you are Catholic, Anglican, Presbyterian, Mukulino, whatever you are, whatever you start, benefits the whole community. So when you hear this mission, they serve everybody. When you go there, they don't choose whether you are coming there as a Catholic, a Presbyterian, an Anglican, or your denomination. It happens to be in Kenya, it may be in Central Province, it may be in Rift Valley. It serves everybody. And now more than ever, I'm talking as one beneficiary of the benefits of mission and mission hospitals and missionaries and all the institutions that they have started in Kenya. As I stand here now, my son is still in Kenya, my oldest son. He fell sick in Kenya in Meru, way far away from where we come from. Fortunately, there happened to be a mission hospital wherever he was. And he needed immediate medical attention. We were here bugging ourselves. It was in Meru, just as you're hearing about Gitare, very far away from Nairobi. Okay? We were thinking now this is the end of him because it's so far away, very remote places. And we were told he was having this very severe headache and he needed medical. Well, we were told he needed scans. I asked, where are we going to take him for those scans? Oh, they said, oh, we have them in this hospital. Because that mission hospital, someone was generous enough to donate those equipments to be somewhere so far away from Nairobi that there was those equipments in a remote place in Kenya.
Amen.
And they said, I asked them what's going on there. They said, okay, we need to take these scans. And they said, okay, where are we going to take him? Are we going to fly him to Nairobi? They said, no, no, we have them here. Because some other mission people like you here had come before then and donated their resources for them to get those equipment to that hospital name. Well, so I said, okay, you have the medical equipment, the scan machines and all that. How about they said, so when they did the scan, they said, okay, you need immediate brain surgery. So I said, are we going to fly him to Nairobi? They said, no, no, we got a surgeon here. That same mission hospital in Meru had a surgeon. I could not believe it. I was here in Jackson talking to somebody in Kenya telling me what is going on. A country that I grew up in, a country that I love, that I didn't know that such things could be happening. Because there are some places even close to Nairobi that don't have those equipment. I'm saying all this to show the importance of those mission places, mission hospitals. They don't discriminate. And because of you and everybody else, they have the resources. So, to cut a very long story short, most of you know because you've been part of that journey of my son. They told me in between 4 to 6 hours, you will have gone through the surgery. Within 3.5 hours, they called. We were not asleep. We stayed the whole night, and they called and, oh, the surgery was a success. I shared a couple of videos with my doctor. I always refer almost everything medical to my doctor. So every time I've got to share with her, I need to know he's getting the best. And you know what she told me? Even if he was in the US, this is what he would be getting. So that's the power of those mission hospitals and what they can do. Within 4 hours, he called and I said, oh, is that my dad? So for once I knew he had not lost his voice. He had not lost his memory. He could recognize me. So we waited for another 1 hour, and he called again, and he said, well, at least I was able to stand. So as we sit here and stand here, he's been released from hospital, waiting to travel back here. And that is because of the power of those people who had that vision before us. And before even Mary and Father Gerasamos. What they are doing will be, another William will be having similar problems. That is what we need. This thing with involving my son has opened me much more. And to look at things in another perspective. That when you hear some of these things, whether we are going to start a hospital, a school, a nursery, a kindergarten, maybe we'll be raising another surgeon. Like my son was treated by a Kenyan doctor, Aru from Homa Bay. Just because somebody went to school, he had that capacity to be able to do it in our own native country. Okay? He was not transported to Nairobi. He did not get a doctor from India or from the US. He was local, grown Kenyan because somebody somewhere invested in him in somewhere in Homa Bay to attend school to be able to become a surgeon in Kenya. See? So whatever we do here has ripple effects. Your small thing, your $10, 20, 15, 100, 200 has a long way to go. It will lift somebody. See? It may pay up a semester for a doctor, a surgeon in Kenya to be able to assist a son like mine who happened to fall sick in Kenya. And thank God it happened in that mission hospital in Meru. Because if it was at my own home in Kiambu, things would have been a different story. See? Because we may be closer to things, but not close to opportunities. Because somebody had taken an opportunity somewhere in Meru. Who would have got somewhere in Meru? Like we are talking about the guitar. See? When we think of Kenya, we think of Nairobi and all those surroundings. There are some other places where things are happening because of what Mary and Father and her dad started. So, from the bottom of my heart, Mary, whatever you are doing, hands off to you. And that's your for standing up today. We can make a difference. We can. I attended a graduation last weekend, and I've got a problem with these phones and all that stuff. I want to give 200, and you were talking about that QR code. I need somebody to help me get it. As long as I will maintain my PIN. That part I want to retain that.
She wants you to help. She wants you to
Yeah. So
I can help you right now.
yeah. So thank you everybody again. This is we are at the right place.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me show you. All right, light for camera. Just take the camera. Your camera. Now point it to that.
Then picture.
No, you should. No, it's already there.
Okay.
That one there. Just do like that.
Okay.
There you go.
Donate to me. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Good.
Asante sana, and God bless you, and Mary, and the whole committee, the organizers, Ken, my daktari, Joe, you are my brother. You've done a wonderful job. We could not have reached the father to come as a Kenyan community without support of Father Aaron. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kimando. And I want to also thank Ms. Kimando, seated right there. Thank you so much for the support you have to the community. And also for sharing the story most of us we know about, their son. And like he just reiterated, like he said, it's because someone, somewhere, gave his time, his resources. It's for that all of us here are benefiting from it. And remember, back home, that's where we belong. It's our people, and we have to do whatever we gotta do to make sure that we serve those people who need our help. So thank you so much, Mr. Kimando, for the donation. Yeah, Kelly is reminding that we also have, there are about 4 ways that you can donate, actually 5 ways you can donate. One is through the QR code that takes you to the website. And when you go there, right now we have 2 links, one for dinner that's happening today, and then there's one for donating. So you can go ahead and donate. You can use Zelle. We'll share our number. John, you have our number, eh?
It's not quite set up.
We're gonna put it up here, our phone number, so you can use Zelle or Cash App on that phone number.
Cash App, yeah.
It's right there, Cash App.
Yeah. Zelle isn't set up yet.
Okay, Cash App, I hear Zelle is not set up. So you can use Cash App on 248-325-4695. And also too, you can reach to any of the directors and you can give your donations. And your donations are tax deductible. And when we are done with this mission, we'll share a summaries of all the expenses and compare it with how much that we were able to raise. So those are the ways that you can go to give. So thank you so much, Mr. Kimano. And I want to give this chance to anybody else who want to add to what Mr. Kimano has donated. Anyone who wanna say something or maybe do a donation? Anyone?
Yeah, we are doing it.
Oh, you are doing it? Okay, good. Yeah, they are. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is, as we take about 5 to 10 minutes, we're about to end this session, this dinner. We're going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. Go grab yourself some beverages. I was told that there is Kenyan tea and some other drinks over there. This 5-10 minutes is for anyone who wants to donate. Just go to the website. You can see Ken, whoever need help with how to go ahead and do that. We're gonna take about 5 to 10 minutes, and then after that, we'll go to the next item, which will be vote of thanks and then prayer. So about 5 to 10 minutes. Go ahead, grab yourself some fruits, coffee. No, not coffee, but tea. And also, like you said, we're gonna put the QR code here. You can use the website, and let's do that. So 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you.